Hello everybody, good to see you again. Do you have a cat at home? If you do, I got a great idea for you. Hey, it's a dice cat bed. Check it out. In fact, this cat bed is so cool that even if you don't have a cat, you should get one just to be able to build this super cool cat bed. The cat crawls through here into this soft, cushy thing in here, and then there's 4 windows in the ceiling there, and there's 2 windows on the side, and then you have here 3, and these are not windows, by the way, these are solid, but they're just painted on to make it look like a complete dice, and there's a 5 at the bottom. And when you want to clean up your cat bed, you just open it up like this. You can take out the soft cushy thing inside and wash it and put in a new one and all that sort of stuff. So it's perfectly safe and so cozy for your cat to crawl in here and enjoy the fuzzy and the cat bed in there and go to have a good night's sleep. Okay, now let me show you what you'll need to make it. A cardboard box, and then you will need a ruler, something to cut with, a cutting knife, pencil or a marker or something to draw with, brushes to paint of course, some tape, glue, a bit of sandpaper, and filler mass could always be handy for certain details. What else? Did I forget something? No, I think we're set to go. So let me show that. Okay, are you ready to get going? Start with shaping the box, because as you can see, this box is not cubular shape. It's longer on this side. We got to do something about that. So here's what we do. We start with closing the box up and then gluing the flaps. I'm putting some glue on the side here, and a bit on this flap here. Close it up and glue it like that. Put tapes on the sides. When this is dry, you measure with your ruler the height of the box. That's about 31 cm, and then you do the same thing here. So you take 31 cm, make a mark, 31 cm, make a mark, draw a line across like that, and then you do the same thing here. It's the same thing all over actually, and there we go. See? Then you cut it so that you end up with one of these. See now the box is equal on all the sides, or at least almost equal. All these sides are almost equal, so it looks like a dice, like a cube. But there is a big hole in here. Hello! We need to cover it with a lid. Out of the piece that you cut off, you just cut off the end piece of the box that you just had. Now that end piece goes on here, you see? Smart! So you take your glue. It's a little bit like, hitting a hot dog with some ketchup. Then you take your lid, you put on top here, and then we're going to use the tape to make sure that it's held down properly, so that there's a nice contact between this sheet of cardboard and the box. There. So now, all you got to do is wait for this lid to dry. Then you trim the edges. Can you see the edge here? The edge is sticking out. You don't want that. So you take your knife so that it's nice and even all around. And then you end up with a box looking like... And here is one that I made earlier. Oh, yes. Now it's... Lid is on, trimmed edges, all nice and cubular, looking like a dice. And we are ready to draw on the numbers. So use something that is round, to draw with. I don't know how big your cat is, but you have to find something that is, round, and that is just about the size of your cat, so that your cat can get in. I mean, I can just do it by hand, by freehand like this if I like. You can use a compass or use a plate or something. Just make sure that this circle is good enough for your cat. Then you turn it and you make 2 circles. Now, if you want accuracy, if you want geometrical accuracy, you can use a ruler. And you go like this, you make a line so that it's easier for you to position these holes more accurately. Then let's do 3. I can draw a line again, like that. On the top, I draw 4. So I make a cross first. There. Now, that's all we do. We do the big one, where the cat goes through. 2, 3, and 4 on top. Then we cut that out. And the reason is that not everything will be cut out. Some will be painted too. We start with cutting number 1. Sometimes I switch to a smaller knife and I make this sort of sawing action instead. A bit of sawing usually does the trick. So, okay, you gotta saw down here this way. There we go. A nice big hole. Now, let me show you one that I cut earlier. Here it is. Cat goes through here. Got 2 windows on the side here. And got 4 windows in the ceiling. And then here, notice that I have also cut along the middle. You see, I've cut along here and here and here, right in the middle, so that this box can open like that, so that you can change the towels and stuff in here. Okay, now the rest of the 3, 5, and 6 is painted on later. Take a look at these edges. You see these edges? They're quite rough and tough. Now, you can choose to leave it like that, or you can fix them. If you choose to leave it, that's alright, the cat will still enjoy the home, but it doesn't look so pretty, and also the edges can be roughed up a bit and slowly disintegrate. So if you want your cat bed to last longer, look prettier, you fix these edges. Now, different ways you can do it. One way is by taping. It doesn't need to be brown, it can be any color you like, but basically you take your tape, it's got to be a bit wide, you place it in the middle of the edge and you rub it down. So you rub here, and then you take your knife and you cut on that side and on the inside. And then you pull and you rub it down, pull and rub down, so it stays down and doesn't come off. So you do the same thing on the inside, there. And then, of course, when you've done that, you tear off another piece. And then you continue along all the edges with this technique. Along these edges, and all the holes until it's all sealed up. Then your box is stronger and much better looking. Now, there's another method that you can try as well, and that is using filler mass. That you can fill just about anything with. You buy it in the hardware store, and then you just rub it along the edge, or not even rub, you sort of fill the edge with this mass like this, or you can use a spatula or something. And then when it's dry, you sand it a little bit until it's smooth, then you are ready to paint. Now let me just tape up the front of the box, and then I will show you exactly how to paint it. Just give me a minute and I will sort this out. There, finished. I'll get my paint out. I start with white and then I paint. I paint the front and I also paint the edges. There. Now, when the first coat is dry, you do a second one. Maybe even a third. I tell you why. Because in order to get a pure white, beautiful, solid coat of paint, you need to do it more than once. After one time, it will be patchy and not really good looking. So you need more than one coat, but let it dry first. Okay, now let me show you the inside. So I take black paint, another big brush, and then all over inside, here, the bottom, the ceiling, and of course at the front where we just painted white, everywhere we paint black. And then make sure that when you do the edge that you go out to the edge, but not onto where you just painted white. When you have painted up the whole thing, then you'll end up with a nice white box on the outside and black on the inside. I have even done a little designer detail here. Instead of, you know, just painting and cutting straight across here, I have even cut a little bit like this to have that sort of little extra here. So you have this one there, and then you have this extra little cozy detail there. But that's up to you, of course. You can also cut it straight if you like. Now, here's the thing. 2, 4, and 1, they are windows. That's where the cat goes in, so that's the door. And these here are windows. But 3, 6, and 5 is just painted on. They're solid. That is to give the cat a nice cozy home without too many windows, too much light coming in. You wanted a bit nice and cozy in there. Now, if you wish, you can decorate this dice with more colors. For instance, have about a nice turquoise. What I would recommend then is that you do rings, nice rings like this. Rings around the windows. And then the edge as well. Oh, that's cute. It's like a window in a ship. Okay, then maybe another one. Have about one up here. Maybe this one. Then I change to a different color, blue. How about this window right here? And this one perhaps? Now it needs to dry before we decorate the inside. Oh, I got a soft, colorful towel right here that my cat Arman would love to sleep on. So I put that in here. Let's see. Oh, that looks nice and cozy there. And he also loves his yellow elephant. Nice and worn, but still working well. Look out of the door there. Oh, yes. I'm sure your cat would just love to sleep in this dice bed.